So, Father Vladimir. So, I'm gonna wrap this up for maybe quite a while, sir. In other words, everything I've told you is not necessary. But Father, I don't know what is important, and these things, Father, why truly, I think they're okay. So here's why we don't do gainsaying the court, Vladimir. In other words, there is a statistical probability, sir, that things are going to happen. In other words, if we throw, let's say factors, say we throw 5 capital trials, we're going to throw a factory in Africa. We're going to throw, in other words, without any planning or anything, we just fucking drop it down. I mean, odds are 40 to 60% of it will probably pan out, right? All right, so that's kind of universal law. In other words, like with these same prophecies, everything is always a little effed up, sir. In other words, he told me I would see Catherine again, but I asked specific questions in the dream. I said, "Will I see her again? Will I look into her eyes?" And everything has always been a little off. In other words, Vladimir, I've been close enough to see her like 4 times in person. Always sunglasses. Weird, just because he told me I would look her, I would see her in the eyes. I would kiss her and I'd wake up in the same bed with her. Well, I woke up in the same bed with her kind of because we're both goddamn outcasts. She's a whore of Babylon and they goddamn think I'm Johnny Appleseed Angel or something. And I brought some of that on myself, sir, because they are maddening. In other words, they are the little men of Stephen King's mythology. The little, whatever you call them. They were following me in the hill country. Flashed a badge at me. I thought he was FBI. I don't care. Because I'm not a criminal. And, sir, so everything I'm giving you, all that stuff, the mothers, is everything in there is probably already in your wheelhouse. Okay? So all that stuff on Catherine's Vines, I mean, I don't even know why it started. In other words, I don't know. I woke up one day and I just started playing guitar and I really was just playing around. And those songs came out. And they started having the little noises in the guitar. So all this evolved, sir, until they got to the wall part. In other words, that's how they made them. And so also McCartney, but I got really specific word that John Lennon did not. Is that why he got killed? I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. You may know why he got killed. I know goddamn well you know why he was down in Dallas, as I do too, sir. You are the anti-Bush, Mr. Putin. Everything about your career and your life mirrors him. I believe you are the Antichrist in a fucked up world vision by niggers, sir. Niggers, 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 niggers. Niggers and skulls and bones and niggers. I will run something, sir. Please accept me as a son. In other words, spiritual son, sir. I don't want you to be weird. I don't know how this happens. In other words, I'm going to write you letters. I'm Jefferson. In other words, instead of me going to Paris, I'm going to Russia. All these things is things that I've had my Thoreau moments, sir. In other words, I've read Nietzsche. I've read, I don't know Thoreau, but I read Nietzsche. I read Timothy Critias. Plato I found. I don't know. I read Little Socrates. I read The Sod. I'm not trying to brag, so I'm saying most likely Crime and Punishment is my all-time favorite book. What is Crime and Punishment, Mr. Putin? Father Putin, I really feel that way about you. In other words, if I'm what I am, there has to be a king. There has to be, you old fuck. I believe you are holy, sir. I really do. I would never say that to your face, but I truly love you in a way that is, I don't think, experienced on earth anymore. You're an ideal to me, sir. Not in the bullshit, fuck, pageantry to want to get to where you are because you had to, is what I think. In other words, everything happened around you, sir. In other words, you were there to know it. So, what did they do? They fucked everything in a cosmic fuck, sir, with the money, and it's led to the girls. In other words, they're unchecked for so long. This masterism stuff is always in and I know you know that. And I always thought it was just weird. I'm not saying I never respected her or anything like that, sir, but it's just weird. The 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 fact that they maybe I don't know, sir. Maybe this is too much, too personal, but I don't understand why they want to make her. Some girls, yes, sir, but in general, you want you to surprise me to do something. I mean, I don't want her to. I don't want to have to tell her what to do. It's just weird. In other words, it's not natural what they do, sir. I mean, what's the thrill of, I don't know, sir, going to a football game with your buddies and one of your buddies got a pretty, I mean, that is magic of sex. What they have, it's just nastiness, sir. It's so goddamn disgusting. Here I am sitting here talking to a holy king. I don't know what I can tell you that you don't already know. But what I can tell you is that there ain't no law on the internet in our parts of the world. And they malign China. Maybe China is doing a little bit, sir, but that's a big old goddamn rat's nest. It could be if they don't watch it. Look at ours. That's what I think. That's the truth, though. Anyway, the two eggs cracked. Russia fried, China boiled. All right. So Russia cracked and fried. So if throw an egg down in a hot pan, probably hadn't done any of this. Why maybe you? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make you less of a man or less of a king. I just want to relate to you, sir. So you throw the egg down, and the rings kind of bubble out. Well, there's your rings for protection. Marcus Stalin is a smart motherfucker. I mean, they can destroy the hell out of Yugoslavia, but they ain't never gonna get to goddamn Moscow. And there's nothing wrong with that, really. What was wrong with it? They did not have vision. In other words, I've heard stories about the factors of production. There were stories from you, sir, in my dreams. I talked to Vladimir Putin and God. And these things in my dreams were, how do I relate to a king? And it seemed so far-fetched at the time. With everything else going on, it was sort of a refuge, because here I am watching her daughter, oh my God, getting fucked. It's not the word for it, sir. Getting debased, getting degraded. I mean, you're 14 years old, you barely know what sex is, and you got a dick in your ass, sir? God damn. And that is what the ass, the power, the pain, oh my God. It's so fucking nasty. Making them stick their tongues, the girls stick their tongues in the guy's ass. Sir, I don't like that. I've had a couple girls do that. I just don't know what to say to them. In other words, that's about going to the show where you masturbate. In other words, sir, I feel like you're a very normal human being. Huge fucking weight of Atlas on your shoulder. But there's nothing, well, there is, but perception. I mean, what that little fucker is doing, how does Russia do it back? In other words, he's running and whining to everybody. I don't know all the answers. But I know if you can find something, it doesn't matter what they think over here unless it affects your trade somehow. Because China doesn't care. But, and they're so fucking, I mean, they give money to China, sir, because they're scared of my thing. Maybe, and then as soon as the Democrats get in office, it's a national outcry to goddamn Putin. Not Russia, not fucking Putin. Why? I don't understand, sir. I fucking don't understand. And I tell you this because you are the future. That's it. I don't know. I mean, I do know why, but I don't know why God chose you. I see what He did with you. I don't know so much about it. I see with you. You're the master of all time. I say that. I wonder how you take it. In other words, I tell you things like this because you may be the only man in the world that has a chance of understanding this. And you already do, I'm sure. In other words, you know things that I know from faith and you. In other words, unlike us, y'all have released things over years. True. And things that I think I thought it was like an accident. In other words, I don't know that. I just can't see. And then again, it could have been something else. In other words, I've always assumed it was some kind of sonic test, but I mean, maybe there, but there is things that could run me crazy, so I don't know. That's an old part of the world over there too. But well, this place is old too. But my theory is this thing is underwater down there, and you had the giants over here. And I don't know. It just seems like it was very much like a big old land of Canaan over there. And one of my theories, which doesn't, I mean, so you got the Phoenicians and you got everybody over there mining copper. I mean, that's not. I mean, why don't school kids know that? If they were mining copper, I mean, they say. I mean, they literally drill us with 1492, sir. I goddamn got ruins etched in the hill country in my backyard, sir. Most amazing thing is, they're the same kind of ruins. I believe I've read. There's a book, sir, Barry Fell. America BC, America BC? Yeah, America BC. So we found all those things up in Vermont, and so it's evidence of, I guess, the Vikings, or maybe that guy in the 600s, Prince William. But, so, so the cocaine in the mummy, right? All right. It's given to me as a child as evidence of possible transatlantic travel. Sir, there's a goddamn pyramid on one side of the land. If you stand, I mean, it's not. They. Why? I mean, why? Is it the masters want to keep the mysteries for themselves? I don't. I mean, the goddamn Sidonia pictures. How is it possible that in 19... I mean, I know I fucked, but I mean, what I'm saying is, how can they be that dumb? It makes me wonder about other things, but and things that are amazing discoveries to me that prove Valinsky is the hollow moon. In other words, how that thing formed, sir. It scooped it out like ice cream scoop, I think, and so it slid up, and so probably split the earth, and when it came back together, we got the trench. But I don't know. And so think about things like, so all that goes somehow that had to all go like it got sliced out, and so. But it's everything's spinning, and so it gets caught in sort of a weird gravity as it goes up, and it loops itself. It's what I think happened. That's why it's hot. And so the spin of the sun, as well as the spin of the earth, and then of course the moon got caught in it, and over, I don't know how long. So that it finally pulled itself into spun itself like a top. I don't know. I mean, maybe, well, surely you know better, but that's my theory. It's for it to be hollow. And then the other one, if that thing's real, I don't see how there can be ice crystals on that thing out by is it Neptune and Uranus? Well, I mean, I don't know. It's just too geometrically. But then, I mean, I don't know if that thing's real or not. But if that was real, and there's something about that moon, and so those fuckers got out of gravity. It would seem to me that there's signs that maybe that's possible. In other words, I don't know, but there's no goddamn doubt in my mind that's the face in 1976, and so suddenly they go back over there 25 years or whatever. I mean, with the miracle of the cameras that must have been on there, and they can't get a better picture than they got in 1976. No, day and the night. That big old, they can't really understand what. Well, I give them that. I mean, not many people decide probably you read Berlinski, but I don't know. It's like why we cover it up. What is that? I mean, what are they trying to? The gods? That's what I wonder about the Giants. It proves God's real. That's what I think. In other words, they all these people that laid out Washington D.C. or did whatever they did, the Freemasons or whatever. And see, I don't think my part of Freemasonry it ain't some kind of secret devil worship or whatever. Maybe well, obviously it might be, sir, but but I just think it's a good place to sell prostitutes in a small town. And then when you got these own prostitutes and all this masterism going, oh God, they're so weak. Oh God, I want to beat them, sir. God, I wish you could well. I know you would do it. Oh God, I know you would, sir. I mean, there have to be a lot of things changing. I mean, that thing that these songs are. I can change the words to the songs, right? That's what these nigger prophets do. In other words, but there's I don't know how to explain it to you, and I don't know if the kings do it. Maybe that's why you always got a sample on it. And the thing that concerns me is, so David gets down to the Jordan, starts, and all these people, it appears to me, were like Belials. And it's kind of weird, the conversations. And in other words, David forgives the guy. The guy's like, well, what do you got to do with me? And David's like, well, do you still? He's like, well, basically, David said, well, I know you still hated me. The best I remember, I know you hated me, but do you still hate me? In other words, it sounded to me like he said, well, you gonna fuck me? But the gist of it was, David said, well, fuck it, we're going back to Jerusalem and let him die. That's why I think we are. Because we is Belial. Babylon is Rome, undoubtedly. Poor Babylon, undoubtedly Catholic. Oh my God, selling her not having. I mean, she fucking ate her own daughter out. So I don't think you can understand the language. I'm going to learn Russian. I swear I am. I mean, I really am. And that's what I want. I want to visit Moscow. I may want to retire there, sir. I mean, I'm not a danger to any goddamn. I certainly don't have any magical powers. The problem is the niggers fucking follow me. When they do shit to me, it causes stuff, sir. They are trying to fuck with cosmic forces. I don't. So naturally, calamity is going to come back to them. In other words, all these, wasn't into that stuff. All these dungeons, I did read like the sword and sorcery sort of fantasy books. The books of gore, which are a little too racy, but I mean, I don't know. So I've seen sex involved. So I think I saw one of the first animals. In other words, my father was so in the fucking world. And so like in the middle of all this, I see Catherine being forced to have sex with my father. And the weird thing is, both of them look like they didn't want to, but in other words, it's so goddamn. I don't understand exactly what they're doing, sir. But they are MK Ultra, these girls. In other words, both Catherine and Tabby, I saw after the rapes. That's what started all this mess with Tabby. I saw Memphis, that drug dealer. That was his just real girlfriend, sir. And so he gets her, and then of course they're doing math, and so there's a video where he's fucking her, and Memphis is fucking in the film, and so Memphis gets up, and Patrick comes in, and you can see her. She's like, "What the fuck's going on?" I mean, basically, they just had somebody, and so you can see her, and so the next time, so I see this video like a day later, because they know me, I know them, and I just kept going. In other words, I was learning something every time I went in there, so I'd go in there, and I got to where I just couldn't even fucking, because I was buying fucking coke, man, and I was just flushed. I literally was flushed. And famously, I kept like, I buy something, because it's cheaper, really, because I just don't really want to fuck them, so I just want to talk to them, try to figure stuff out. In other words, I just kind of befriend them, so if you got a little meth or speed or whatever, exactly, you do it fine, you know. And that's an icebreaker, sir. In other words, I don't do that. I hadn't done meth in like 20 something years on this app. I bought 2 8 balls of cocaine, Miss Putin, and I hadn't done it in oh my God, 20 years probably. But I took that opportunity. I knew, so I'd heard the name Patrick, and I'd already um, seen a girl that I thought I recognized from video. So I'm like, something. I heard the name Patrick, and then the girl, I was weird and wanted some meth. And I said, well, I'll buy some meth. I knew I was going to get lucky. And at that point, that's all it was. In other words, and so I guess somehow she may even sent to me. I don't know. But then, so I have sex with this girl, and then this girl Maggie shows up, and just like, and this girl I'm sending her to 8 laws of cocaine. And so when Maggie's really cheap, she just starts rubbing her something, her leg, like her jeans, and just kind of start. It just happened. It's like she seduced me. It didn't register. And it's happened like 4 times that they've sent a girl. Maybe more than that. I mean, Amy lived with me for like a month. Told me all kind of weird stories about she'd done something so bad to God that he would never get over. I think she was trying to say that she was fucking me. She was really fucking me. I mean, she's a fucking sodomite. They like it, actually. I mean, they abuse them so bad, but they get used to it, and then it's just nasty fucking whores. In other words, they give their souls up somehow. I really, the eating the shit and stuff. Just to see them beg, not that good stuff. And then I take them off screen and do stuff to them, and you hear them scream, they come back, and just the look on them, they're just animals in a pen. They ain't no worse than the goddamn Jews in the concentration camp. That's true. No, we got all the goddamn Nazis, lad. It appears to me maybe y'all got the good ones, and we got all the niggers and snuck them out. All right, well the niggers were doing nigger magic, obviously. And, sir, I'm pretty sure I went through time. I don't give a fuck about it anymore. Everything was goddamn great. And I saw a newspaper that was dated 4 days earlier. In other words, I don't know. And then there's the forest, sir. There's Catherine, she's screaming the cop. The guy with the gun disappears. I don't know where the fuck he went. They're like into the black, sir. Like between pine trees. As I was running, I saw him fade from like a man to a half a cartoon looking man to like a quarter of a cartoon man to he was black, he was gone. And by that time I was getting to the front, I'm looking for my guitar. The fucking forest is weird. There are things in the forest, sir, that were making footprints. Made a footprint look like Casper the Ghost. It was not a foot, it was like a rounded impression. But it made the footprint right in front of me, sir. In the goddamn forest with Catherine and them circling around me. My theory is she's so fucked up in this weird sex magic. She's got demons and shit. And so those things, when she's trying to do bad shit to me, like I get like, I don't know, some kind of vibes or karma. In other words, there was one night in New Orleans, I was trying to buy her for $400 shit. She was down there, she was whoring. And so I have one that Teresa has me. And so same thing, I text me. I said, look, Catherine, I just want to talk to you, honey. It's $400. I said, I'm not even going to fuck me. You want something? Nothing. Just come talk to me. No, but she rode the barking on it. So that night, so I was laying in bed. It felt like something was trying to suck my soul out through my legs. A physical pain. Something connected to her. But it's always this old swirly white stuff. In other words, there's something about that. When you got that stuff like the Plains of Avalon, I think there was a massacre. That's why they say it's a mystic land. That's why it's such a big deal. In other words, I think there was such a big master there. It was always been there. In other words, I've seen this spirit in these hotel rooms, and it's on these little girls that are being forced to have sex with other men. Because they're being forced into prostitution. And the looks on their faces is sad. And so there's a famous one that I don't know who acted off. I really think it's Inside Job, sort of, but the video was of Catherine and Toad and this blonde-haired girl, and she's on. I got a picture of her outside the hotel room, but she had just been bought by Toad, and the picture shows her like laying on her doorstep, being tied up, just in Christmas tape to her. Oh my God, naked, shivering on like a towel in a foyer, tied up Christmas Day, and it's like the thing is like 2 hours long. It's like two 1 hour clips. And the whole thing is filled with this white smoke layering, and so Catherine and him, they almost look like their solidity or something like the density of their body. Or there was one time Toe was walking towards me in the hotel. That motherfucker was glowing red. I thought at the time, sir, maybe they just killed somebody, maybe he's just a sacrifice, or maybe that motherfucker's just evil. But as he's walking towards me, it looked like a piece of his neck, it, like it, I don't know, like it folded in on itself or something. In other words, when I saw him, he's much taller now, and so is Patrick. Those things were both short. Is there something about giantism? Other evidence, there's a really bad cop of mom falling out. Someone was just like he was like 6'10". He was bent over like a tree growing under a shed. I wonder if that's punishment for being like some of these little estimates. Okay, and another guy I saw down there around. He looked like a grasshopper, sir. It was like his pants were like 6 inches too short. In other words, he come up to like almost bottom of his knees, and his head was like an egg. He looked like a grasshopper. And one, there's a line in there when Joshua was going home and said, the sons of Anak will look like grasshoppers in their sight. So I wonder, and then I wonder if maybe if that's like a punishment, like hermaphroditism has almost got to be punishment for that. God wouldn't allow that shit, but it's a curse on the father or something. In other words, it's got to be. I believe that's probably it. I don't think all this, and so I don't know. Like Isabel, my daughter, they talked us into doing an amniocentesis. I told the woman, and right from my wife, I said, ma'am, I promise you, there's no way God's going to let Isabel. Well, we know name her. No way God's going to let my baby be formed. Her and my wife, they almost killed my daughter trying to jam a needle in her spinal cord. Is that because of what I am? I have a chip in my